Renato Moicano is going to be fighting Islam Makhachev for the lightweight belt in a matter of hours. This news took the whole MMA world by storm as Arman Tsarukyan has pulled out due to a back injury, and Money Moicano comes in to save the day. This is big disrespect, brother. Moicano, as much as I love this man, is getting fucked, boys, and it's a very sad day for the MMA community because Moicano has been on an absolute tear, and Islam Makhachev is going to go in there and show the level that is number 1 and number 10. Unfortunately, Moicano's up there in age, Islam's in his prime. Stylistically, this is a terrible matchup, but then again, you have to give Islam Makhachev a bit of credit. Obviously, he took it on short notice, which, you know, you have to give him credit, but then again, it should be expected of champions to do this. Moicano, you know, full camp, still is not going to do shit in my opinion for him. I just don't see Moicano being able to do much in this fight. You know what I mean? I know he's got full training camp under his belt, but that was for Beneil Dariush, okay? This is Islam Makhachev, okay? And it's a fucking shit buzz because the Arman Tsarukyan fight is on screen right now with the UFC gameplay, because that's the fight we all originally wanted to see, and this is as close as we're going to get to it. But that was the original fight. You know, that's the one we were all looking forward to. That's the one that made sense. That's the one where the questions were going to be raised about Makhachev. Was he going to get this one done? A lot of people picking Arman, but you know, that's gone now, and I'm sure they'll rebook it straight away, to be honest with you. Does Arman Tsarukyan deserve it? See how the division plays out. You know, we got Gaethje Hooker coming up soon. Apparently, we'll see what happens with Charles. You know, Max Holloway. There's fights that need to take place, and if the opening is there for Arman to slide into an Abu Dhabi main event in October, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He probably doesn't deserve it after pulling out a day before the title fight and completely fucking the whole event, because the whole event is semi-fucked now, to be honest with you. Like, the whole event I was so fucking excited for. Like, I couldn't wait for UFC 311, and then this happened literally at the weigh-ins, which is an absolute shit buzz. You know, Arman looked fine at the press conference, and then all of a sudden I checked my phone on my work break and he's literally pulled out of a fight, and I was like, what the fuck, this is insane. Makhachev is a 12-1 favorite. I think he's a minus 1200 favorite, which is, you know, insane. The bookies have it right. It's just quite hard to see what Moicano can do well in this fight. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't really think Makhachev needs to wrestle in this fight. I think he's just going to piece Moicano up on the feet, and I think he's going to finish him TKO first two rounds. I don't really see Moicano's stand-up being there. Very good on the ground, but I just think if you are able to shut down prime Charles Oliveira and his submission threat, I don't really see Money Moicano being the one to kind of figure the puzzle out, personally. Which is a bit, obviously it's a shame because, you know, I love the money show, but it's not going to happen, boys, okay? It's not going to happen. Makhachev's going to go in there and he's going to get this one done. He's going to finish Moicano. And, you know, for Islam Makhachev, he's going to break the lightweight title defense records. And there's still a lot of question marks behind it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're a Makhachev hater, you're going to say he took Moicano on short notice, he struggled with Dustin Poirier, he took a Volkanovski on short notice, and you're going to say, oh, he lost to Volkanovski in Australia. They're all his title defenses. That's what you're going to say. And this was the fight I really felt when Makhachev was going to be able to put the foot down and say, fuck all them, look what I've done here, and beat Arman Tsarukyan. He doesn't get that opportunity now. And by the time October rolls around, which I believe kind of late summer, October is probably when he's going to fight Arman. I do think they'll rebook it. Let's say that happens in October. That'll be 3 years of being the champion, and you're still getting people saying what I just said. Do you know what I mean? They haven't got like a statement made title defense. You struggled with Poirier and that, you know what I mean? Like, people are going to say all this even though he finished them. And that's going to be quite a narrative going forward for Makhachev, and there's nothing this guy can do, man. People keep pulling out and fighting him. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. Dariush did it back in the day. Oliveira did it. Now Arman Tsarukyan's did it. Like, you know what I mean? But the UFC, I don't know why they never had a backup for this fight. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense. They didn't have a backup for the bantamweight main event as well. And Umar's fighting, which is fucking insane. You know, get Corey Sandhagen, get Jan, get O'Malley, get fucking someone. Okay, get someone, because shit like this happens, bro. Okay, shit like this happens. And now look what we're in. We're in still a good situation. Like, Moicano's on the best form he's ever been on, so if Islam goes in there and fucking destroys him, that's still a good win on his record. Obviously, it's not Arman Tsarukyan. It's not the fight we all thought, or it's not the fight we all wanted, but it's still going to be a good win on his record, okay? And people are going to shit on it and say this, that, the four, but it is what it is, bro. You know, if you're Makhachev, you just got to go in there and get this one done and move on with it. But yeah, man, it's a shit buzz all around. It's a shit buzz. I'm still looking forward to the rest of the card, of course. We still got Hill Yuri. We still got Umar versus Merab. I kind of feel like the card is going to take a significant hype decline once that Merab versus Umar fight's over, especially if it's a boring fight. But I'm just fucking pissed off, man. I really was looking forward to this Arman Tsarukyan fight. I thought this was the one. This is going to be an absolute banger of a fight, staple performance for either guy. And now it's another win for Makhachev, and it's going to be another 6 months out. And I'm just a bit fucking sick of it at this point. And I'm not blaming Makhachev, because like I said, it's not his fault. If people don't want to fight him, people don't fight him, and he's beating what's put in front of him, okay, whether it's Volk in Australia or Oliveira in Dubai. And don't really know what's going to happen here. Maybe welterweight, because if people keep pulling out to fight him against lightweight, you got to just say, right, like, I'm not the problem here, I'm fighting everyone, you aren't fighting me. He could even play that card. We'll see what happens. But yeah, for Moicano, I see a lot of people saying this is a massive incentive, because there's going to be, he always says, I cannot afford to lose, my brother. This is going to be the most amount of money he's ever had in his entire life. He seems to be confident, which I like, but I'm just like, man, he knows better than me, of course, his skill set and his game and his belief, but I'm looking at this stylistically, and I don't see anywhere where you compete with Makhachev, okay? The only place I might be able to see is, if, you know, on the ground, it could be some competitive scrambles, but I think Makhachev is miles ahead of this guy, unfortunately, and I love Money Moicano, and I really like Islam Makhachev, so it's going to be a shit one to see. But Moicano, he's going to get paid in this fight. He's going to get a lot of money. No one's expecting him to win. No one's picking him to win. No one should be picking him to win, okay? And he's going to get rewarded for this fight, okay? You're taking Islam on short notice. You go in there and you put on a good performance, you're going to be in there with a top 5 opponent next, okay? You're going to climb those rankings as you should, but we'll see what happens later, man. This fight is literally in a few hours. I wanted to bang this one out because this is some massive news. So let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.